What's going on, guys? It's Noah Pioneer Sport Cards back for another fun video. Today, I want to go for my card and channel goals. Before I get any farther, I want to give a shout out to Scotty B Cards for this idea. I saw his video earlier today and thought it'd be a fun video idea for me to come out and do. So the whole reason I'm making this is I wanted to try to be kind of as transparent as possible while also giving just another video to come out with of what I want to do specifically with the card aspect of things for myself this next year and what goals I have for this channel and kind of, yeah, for me specifically on that aspect. So, the first card goal I have is the one that everybody has to trim down their collection. We all have too many $1, $5, $10 cards that we need to get rid of that somebody would appreciate, but it's just not us. So, I'm going to try to trim this down. I originally sent out a 150-ish card order to ComC. So, yeah, ComC will get that out. Will hopefully be good so I can get rid of those cards because I have too many, Lord knows, and it'll help me out in the future. Next thing I have is I'm going to transition into more vintage cards. The longer I've kind of done cards, the more I kind of just get drawn to the vintage and the old aspect of it. So I want to go pretty heavily into vintage F1 as I think it's very underappreciated and there's a lot of guys that just don't have the prices that they should. But on that same front, I want to go into all sports vintage. There's a lot of vintage football I want to get into. One of them is Night Train Lane. Absolutely love him. So there's some baseball I want to get into, which would be Ernie Banks, Larry Doby, Hank Aaron. A lot of those guys that I think are just good buys and they're just fun to have for a collection, while also knowing that they'll appreciate 5 to 10% in a given year, which is perfect. Next one I have, getting closer to completing my Black 70th set. I'm currently over 50 cards, so I'm over a quarter of the way there. I don't want to give myself the goal of finishing it because that would be pretty tough to get about 150 cards in the year for the set. But I think it would be reasonable to try to get anywhere from 120 to 150 cards deep into it, which would send me up to finish it in, 2023? Which I think is more than doable. The only thing that's going to be tough is just buying that quantity of cards because, there's so many auctions on eBay and there's so many people selling that finding them, you never know what you're going to find. Some of them will be probably easier to find than others, but that'll be the fun of building the set. Last one, meet more people. I want to try to meet as many of you guys and as many other YouTubers, Instagrammers, Twitterers that I can. I think just meeting as many people as you can is part of the fun in building friends in the hobby. So a few specific cards I wanted to add. I thought this would be kind of just fun to show you guys to see if we can end up getting how many of these or if any. So the first one I want to add is a 1992 grid Michael Schumacher and a PSA 10. Really want to add this one just because having a PSA 10 of it would be really fun. The one I currently have is a PSA 8. Probably going to upgrade to a 9 pretty soon. I want to at least have a 9. The 10 is the ultimate goal. I think this is obtainable. We'll just see what has to happen for that to happen. Next one is the 2009 SI for Kids Lewis Hamilton. I wanted to specify middle to high grade because finding them in low grade is not that difficult. I want to try to find somewhere anywhere from a 5 and up, as I think those are the ones that'll really stand out. And the big problem with them is that bottom right hand corner, which creased because it came from the magazine. So anything with a good bottom right corner is on high on my list to target. Tying into the vintage, I want to look for a 1966 Panini Campione Jim Clark card in a high grade. My classification for high grade for this card is a 5, just because it's vintage, but vintage is hard to grade. Jim Clark, top 5 driver all time for me. So adding something like this is a really cool item in a bucket list card. Moving off from F1 a little bit, but still keeping in racing, I want to add a 1972 STP Richard Petty in any grade. This card's really hard to find. In any given year, there's only 3 to 5 eBay sales for this card. The ones that are currently on eBay right now are PSA DNAs with Richard Petty autos on them, which would be perfectly fine as well for me to add. But I just want to get this card in any grade, whether it's autoed or not. This is a big jump from the racing. These last ones are not racing involved, but just cards I want to add. Want to get some 2021 Topps on Demand Avatar cards, numbered to 10 or less. I love the Avatar The Last Airbender IP. I think it's vastly underrated. It was a release that nobody really knew about. I think some of the cards numbered to 10 to less are prime. Do you see some good returns? But the problem is, I love the IP so much, it'd be hard for me to sell them. But that's the fun of it all. See what we can get with that. I'm going to some Star Wars because I love some Star Wars. I'm going to get a 1977 Luke Skywalker in a high grade. High grade for me is going to be 7 or higher. Preferably 8 or higher, as those are the ones that really look nice. I want to just get one Star Wars card to really cement the Star Wars collection I have, and I think this is the card to get. The last one, this is the most oddball one by far. I want to get a 2016 Topps Chrome Kendrick Lamar. I specifically want to get something that's numbered, as the refractors are not too hard to find whatsoever. It's those numbers that are almost near impossible to find. The reason I want to add this is I think Kendrick Lamar is the best artist of this generation, best current artist right now. Kind of transcendent for rap and hip hop. Absolutely love his work, so it'd be perfect for me to add, while also being a card that not many people know about, so seeing it would be an eye-opener for a lot of people. Last but not least, we have the goals I want to accomplish for the channel and kind of just myself, kind of branching out in those aspects. First one I want to get is 1,000 YouTube subscribers. This one will be tough but doable. I mean, the support I've gotten over the past 6 months has been insane. Managing to get to 100 subscribers. I don't know, I started this as a passion project in my room, and I'm still filming in my room, so not much has changed on that front, but happy to have even just anybody listening and watching it means a lot to me. Tying into getting there, I want to try to get a video at least once every other week, preferably once a week, but I can't commit to it because, for those who know me, I'm a college student. I play college sports. We have homework. There's just a lot of stuff practice, a lot of stuff going that will just make it hard to get every week. So I said every other week. Once a week is preferably ideal. I think a majority of the weeks I could probably get once a week, but you never know. There might be a week where I'm just too busy and just don't have time to get it out. So next one, I want to get 2,500 Instagram followers. Currently at around 900. I think if I keep the pace I've had, I should get to 2,500. I just got to stay consistent, post pictures, interact with people. Shouldn't be that bad. And then this is the biggest one, and I don't even know if you can quantify this, but I just want to be known as the F1 card guy, F1 card YouTuber. But there's not really any of them out there. I would say if you had to ask a random person if they know a F1 card YouTuber, they'd probably say Hannah from She Collects Cards. So I want to see if I can surpass her. Absolutely love her. So it'd be a dream of mine if I could end up being the F1 card YouTuber, or at the very least just be one of the few guys that just is known for being the F1 guy on YouTube. Because we all know there's not anybody out there really doing it. So yeah, those are the goals I have for this year. Hope you guys enjoyed hearing what I have to say and what I want to accomplish. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. My mom said she knows about the channel, so my mom said to make sure that you guys call your moms and your parents and tell them how much you love them. So I hope you guys have a great one, and I'll see you later. Bye.